Yo, we're back.
What episode is it?
Is it 61? Yeah, it is.
61, Roger Maris, we're going deep.
Yeah, going deep. Aaron Judge beat your record. How does that make you feel?
Oh, yeah, I mean,
this is old news, but baseball's back.
They're both Yankees.
Yeah.
So they both suck.
Yeah, down with the Yankees. Down with the fan who jumped into the crowd, or not out in the crowd, like jumped like over the side trying to get the ball. Remember that clip?
No.
Okay, well, it's cool, and you should look it up anyway. But you know what? We have a new country listening to the podcast.
San Antonio.
No. What do you put in your car?
It's Australia.
Yeah, so where do you get that from?
Petrol.
No, yes.
Gasoline.
And where does that come from?
Saudi Arabia.
Yes, Saudi Arabia, new country that is listening to us, probably illegally.
Big ups to Saudi Arabia. You want to sponsor the podcast, please?
You have plenty of money. Please sponsor us, please.
You oil mongols.
We do anything for money here.
Almost anything.
We got a good episode in for you today. The vibes are way up. And yeah, just keep listening because this is episode 61 of the Until Next Week podcast.
If you don't listen, we'll find you.
Welcome back to episode 61 of the Until Next Week podcast. Dane, have you left us 5 stars yet?
Tell your friends, leave 5 stars, subscribe. Wait, that's backwards. Subscribe, then leave 5 stars.
You can do either or.
It has to be in order.
Okay, so subscribe, leave 5 stars, and then tell your friends?
Yes.
If you don't do in that order, something might happen to you.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't. That's the only way to do it. So yeah, subscribe on Spotify, Apple, etc. Leave us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple, and you also can leave a written review on Apple. That's fun. And then also tell your friends about the podcast. You know what?
I'm a writer.
You are?
Yes.
Like Paul Revere?
No, like
that kind of writer?
Like a manifesto, like Karl Marx, if you will.
Don't compare yourself to Karl Marx. That's not a good way to start the podcast.
We'll get
if no one's ever
demonetized.
listened before, the first thing they hear from you is, yeah, just like Karl Marx. Like, oh no, what have I gotten myself into?
You don't know the good people. Maybe they're communist. Michael Fuller's a communist.
This is the strangest ongoing joke in a podcast. I've never heard of a podcast of an ongoing joke about being communist.
It's because my dad would always bash communism when we were kids, and I would never understand why he kept saying that.
So you're kind of older. You're revolting against your father, and he was against communism. So you're, oh no,
I'm pro-communist.
No, we are not. It's just an ongoing joke, people. You know.
YouTube doesn't know.
No, but hey, you're jumping way ahead here. We got to get to our updates from the week, and then we go into the flow. You know?
You're right.
Yeah. So updates from the week. I got crowned.
You like the alcohol?
No. So more specifically, I got to start my Tuesday morning off with a hot start and have people stab needles into the back of my mouth.
There you go.
And then chop apart my tooth and then put a crown on it, which was super awesome. Great start. And they were like, we can all do it in like one sitting. We have this cool technology where like prints the crown for you. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, it'll take about 30 minutes. And this was, again, first thing in the morning. I'm a little drowsy. It had to have been at least 45, 50 minutes. I was just sitting in the chair just waiting. I'm like, I'm getting so tired. And I end up being there for well over 2 hours. I'm like, okay, now I get to go to work. It's a great start to the day. I can't think of any other way I'd want to start my Tuesday.
A great day in the neighborhood. Yeah,
so that was one of my updates from the week. Something else that didn't really happen to me, which you probably saw.
Show me your crown.
Steph Curry.
I want to see it.
It just looks like normal.
No, show it to me.
I
didn't see it. Nope, still don't see it.
It's this side.
I don't see it.
It looks like a normal tooth. That's the point.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't do like the metal ones. They make it or like matches. Like they had like a color palette and they're like, okay, got the color. I'm like, cool. Can you make it gold?
Yeah, I had a metal one back in the day.
Yeah, that's what they used to do. But now I actually have 2 on this side of my mouth, but you can't tell because they both just look like normal teeth.
Brush your teeth, man.
One of them was like my first cavity ever when I was like 8 years old. And they're like, yeah, one of these days you'll probably have to get a crown. I'm like, bet. So 16 years later, give or take.
Oh, man.
20 years. How many? I don't know. 18? 18-ish. No, how old am I? Oh, no. Yeah, like 18-ish years later, I finally got the crown on that tooth.
Wow.
It was a long time coming.
Wow, that tooth could be going off to college right now.
It could be. It's a big time for that tooth. I'm really proud of it.
It was. In Ivy League, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was my update from the week. And it's not even my grinds my gear because I was happy to get it crowned finally because I'm hoping that helps with sensitivity. But right now, it does not feel great. But they said that happens for at least a bit, and I hope it eventually goes away. Not the tooth, the sensitivity.
The tooth just goes away. You swallow it in your sleep.
That's the way to go out. I don't think that wouldn't kill me, but
I can think of worse ways to go out.
Yeah, definitely. The other thing I was going to say is Cardinals baseball, and I guess all baseball is back. Spring training. This is our baseball section of the podcast for the next 6 months or so.
You will now hear us talking exclusively about baseball, except for whenever I want to talk about basketball.
Or just whatever else we talk about. But baseball is fun. So baseball's good. We're high right now because the Cardinals aren't in last place.
That's true.
They're tied with everybody else at 0-0 because the regular season has not started. They're only in spring training.
It's a fresh slate.
So many vibes. It's awesome.
Wow. I think we need to buy season tickets.
We really should.
If you're a person who listens,
we wouldn't be able to go that much. They have 81 games, and they're in St. Louis.
Are you dedicated or not?
This did not sound right in my headphones.
Dedicated, you meatball.
Maybe everybody else heard it differently, but it sounded weird for a split second. So maybe rewind and see if it sounds weird to you or if I'm just messed up.
No, you're just a meatball.
Yeah. What happened to you this week? What are some updates happening in the life of Dane?
Well, imagine yourself sitting there.
I am sitting here.
Oh.
I don't have to imagine too much.
Imagine yourself.
Please sit down before I give you this news.
Yeah, sit down.
Yeah.
Imagine you were a tax-paying citizen.
Hopefully, all of y'all
don't pay your taxes.
No, that is not a representative of this podcast.
Don't do it.
No, stop.
You know how or why I say that? Because they won't finish the overpass that's going towards my work.
Yes. Do you not want the overpass by your work?
No, I want it to be done faster.
Then they have to pay their taxes.
I want it done faster.
Why?
Pour tea in the harbor.
Okay, that's a good first step.
There, I said it.
Okay.
Pour tea in the harbor.
Lipton?
I'm tired of it.
Do you just buy it from Walmart?
Lipton
or how's
tea
it work?
sucks.
It does. It depends what kind you get.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it sucks.
Okay.
Lipton tea sucks.
What are your updates
Gold
from the
Peak
week?
tea sucks. Get
low?
Oh, no, hold on. But yes.
Yeah.
What's that? Milo's sweet tea from Walmart. Go there. Get that one.
Oh my word.
That one's delicious.
Okay. Do you know the best of all though for tea?
Homemade.
Specifically sweet tea? Go to Chick-fil-A.
Ooh.
And I was about to say something
They do
else.
got good Chick-fil-A.
McAllister's also.
Ooh.
Solid sweet tea.
I think theirs is too sweet.
It's still pretty good though.
I like Chick-fil-A's. I get the Sunjoy there.
Oh, with like the lemonade mixed in?
And then they put too much stringiness in it.
Fun fact for all you people doing trivia, like wherever.
Trivia.
We're
not a show.
We talked about one time, like Joshua. Well, yeah, you say that. We talked again. Fun listener of the pod, Joshua Schmitz.
I like him.
We do. He's awesome. But we talked about the one time, like a week or two ago, where he got a trivia question right because of what we talked about in the podcast. Here's another fun fact for you: Chick-fil-A, they do not have ice cream. Did you know that?
Ooh, what do you mean?
So technically, to legally be considered...
What have I been eating?
To legally be considered ice cream, you have to have at least 10% butterfat in like your ice cream formula.
Yeah.
They have 3%, and that's why they call it Ice Dream, because they legally are not ice cream. And I've known that like forever that they weren't technically ice cream, but I didn't know the details until I was in the Chick-fil-A and Branson sitting down. I was like, I got to know exactly why this is not ice cream. I wanted to know the exact details because they do have like butterfat and stuff, but it's only 3%, not 10%.
So they're healthy.
It's technically better for you, I think, but it tastes better. I mean, I like it.
So it's diet ice cream.
It tastes like a cleaner ice cream. It is nice.
I don't know. I've never made my own ice cream. I only have snow ice cream.
Well, you're pretty disappointed during the summer then.
I make snow every day. No. So imagine you were a tax-paying
Do we have to sit down again?
Yes. So go ahead and sit down.
Okay.
If you're in the car, please turn the car off.
Mm-hmm. Put on your blinkers first.
Yeah, put on your blinkers.
Emergency hazard.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Put the hood up on your car.
Yep. Okay. All
right.
Okay.
Nice.
Now we go.
Now, and you stroll into work, and you're just like, ooh, I'm going to go in, eat my peanut butter jelly, finish my VA energy drink.
Watch some Netflix, go for a run, do some other stuff, and leave for the day. So I did not actually do any work. Sorry, I skipped ahead.
No, the first parts I actually do. I eat my peanut butter and jelly. I then drink the rest of my VA juice, and then I go talk to my coworkers, and then probably 2 hours into it, I start working.
Yeah, that's a great start to the day.
Oh, we start stretching, and then we start working.
Okay.
And then, so imagine you were like, oh yeah, here comes my strawberry peanut butter and jelly that I made.
Okay.
Because grape jelly sucks. And then.
Not wrong.
Exactly. And then you walk over to your desk and there's not one roll of saran wrap.
Okay.
There's not 2.
Okay.
There's 3 that have been emptied, and they've saran wrapped your chair, the entrance walking into your cubicle, your mouse pad, your mouse, your work phone, which I left that saran wrapped. I don't ever use that.
The disrespect.
It was unbelievable. They stole the batteries out of my keyboard, so I started typing, and I looked like the dumbest boy in school.
Are they trying to have a competition right now? Because I know you're the personality hire. So are they trying to figure out who's number 2? It's like, okay, we got to do something to them. Like who's going to be the number 1 personality hire once you maybe hypothetically eventually leave?
One of these days when I retire from this company.
Yes. They need to know who will be the next guy.
Exactly. But no, they never can be because they're all like, Dane, this work-related thing, blah, blah, look at this Excel sheet we just sent you. And I'm just like, I already have Excel, guys. You don't need to send me more sheets. But then, I look like the dumbest boy in school. Then I don't know where my mouse went. Speaking of which, when I came back post-cancer, they stole my charging pad from my phone. They stole my regular iPhone charger. They stole, what else did they steal? They stole
Your
something.
Wallet.
My lamp.
Dignity.
No, my lamp.
Okay.
That's on my desk because sometimes we turn out the lights and we like to work in the dark.
I mean, you were gone like 4 months.
I know, but these are all my things.
Like he doesn't need it.
And I got my I didn't get my charger back. I took somebody else's charger.
Yeah.
And then I have not gotten my charging pad back. I have not gotten my lamp back. There's something else they took. They took my mouse too. Yeah, I had to go get my mouse back from somebody. And so Dane was very furious. Then what did Dane do? Did he just sit down and let it lie? No.
No, you went to go stretch.
Yeah, we went to go stretch. Yes. No, he did not take it lying down. He then left to his lunch break, picked up his pizza. Jalapeno and pineapple. This is delicious.
Goes well with the peanut butter and jelly you had.
Sure does. Especially 5 hours later. I don't remember. But
yeah.
Then Dane goes, oh, look, Dollar General right next to the pizza place. So Dane goes into Dollar General. What does he see? A pack of 75 balloons.
Oh, I thought you were going to say cigarettes. You decided to finally pick up smoking to get those extra breaks.
First off, you already know I went to my GM and said, listen, we either pick up smoking as a team here, and that way we'll get 2 15-minute breaks a day, or you just let us go on walks for 2 15 minutes.
Oh, so okay, so you don't have to smoke.
Yeah, we don't have to smoke.
Okay, shout out to your bosses.
Yeah, because I was like, this is happening one way or another.
You're promoting smoking in our establishment.
Yeah, and it is ridiculous. But there's a whole side thing after that. But so then I now have 75 balloons that I'm looking to put in the person who did this to me's office.
Have you found out who it was?
I'm pretty sure I know who it is / who I want to prank next. However,
so it doesn't matter who it is. You just know you have to get back at somebody.
Exactly, because it was a team effort for sure. And because they coordinated this all.
Well, they're not the personality hires. They couldn't do it on their own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They didn't have the wherewithal to come up with a prank themselves. So now I'm going to blow up all of them and put them in their office. There's this one particular guy who doesn't work on Fridays.
The balloons, right? You're going to blow up the balloons?
Yeah, not the building.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I feel like that's probably not what you're going for, but that's cheering for you for not wanting to blow up everybody.
Or
just the balloons.
Or it was cheering for blowing up the building.
Yeah, he's not going to do that.
I would never do that.
We're not on any watch list, and we're not going to get on any watch list
Samuel.
because these are all jokes.
Gosh, Samuel.
Yes. See, just laugh. Dang it.
No, it's this one. Oh, no, that's not
I mean, that's honestly kind of how we feel right now.
Okay. But then also, it's your turn.
Oh, what a transition. It's your turn now. This is a good point to get to our Grinds My Gears segment. Transitions are still... What are you doing? What are you doing? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, no. She can't hear me. Or can she? Oh, yeah, she can hear me. We're on the podcast.
Lindsay, we're recording right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Is there anything you want to say to the fans?
I'm speechless.
I was so confused why he was picking up the phone. I thought he was going to play a sound effect. And then all of a sudden, I hear some muffling noises, and there you are. So, shout out.
Dane asked me to write him a running plan for the half marathon he's training for.
Don't tell people that.
What?
It's a secret.
You've talked about it on here.
Have I?
Well, not the running plan. You've talked about going to run, I think.
Anyways, go ahead, Lindsay.
I was just calling to make sure that you understood the training plan.
I don't.
Okay. Well, because you're illiterate.
I mostly understand the plan, but it's complicated.
Okay. We probably shouldn't air this out on the podcast.
Yeah, but is there anything you want to say to the fans before we hang up on you?
She just did. Okay, unless she has something else. Yeah.
Let's see. We have our Bible study tonight, so I was tasked with bringing our side, or going and buying the side.
Okay.
And I chose chips and guac because Daniel makes really great homemade guacamole.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at Hy-Vee, and I was getting all of the avocados, and they were kind of smaller, so I bought probably like 15, maybe 18.
That's so many avocados.
That's a lot of avocados.
Which I didn't realize was that many, but our small group has like 8 people in it.
Still a lot.
It's like 2 per person.
There to be plenty. And so when Daniel went to start making the avocado or the guac, he goes, I think that you robbed a small village in Guatemala of their food for a month.
That is a lot of guac, though. Like that's crazy. That's funny, though.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, Lindsay. Just remember, you'll never be more athletic than me.
She's the one writing you the plan.
You sleep at night, Dane.
Listen, she ran D1 cross country, but I would have been better.
If what?
Yeah, too bad you caught the cancer.
Too bad I caught the cancer. If it wasn't for cancer, who knows where I'd be right now.
Oh, man. Love cancer jokes.
All right, Lindsay, we got to go because we got to make millions on the podcast.
All right, bye.
Goodbye.
That was Lindsay.
She also has the same goodbye as you.
Well, because I started it.
Yeah.
I started it first and she copied me.
Man, I was really confused. I'm like, are you jumping ahead to like voice memos or what are you doing? And then it made sense once Lindsay's voice came through.
I was like, hello?
Yeah. And also for a split second, I was like, wait a second. Can you hear what's happening? I'm like, wait, it's going through our headphones. So yeah, you can, because if I can hear it, you can hear it.
Right.
But I was a little confused for a split second there.
Yeah, we all are.
See, man. You know what grinds my gears? Being confused, because I was really confused right there for a split second.
What else confuses you, Samuel?
Besides that, YouTube canceled us.
Again?
We finally got canceled. Again, we've never been canceled on
I
it.
know, but I love being canceled.
I was so annoyed. Some of you probably saw it on our Instagram, bright and early, I think. What was that, like Tuesday morning?
7:37, yeah.
Yeah, like Monday or Tuesday morning. I'm sure it was an exciting announcement. And it was like, hey, follow our YouTube page. No video yet. It was just going to be the audio because Google Podcasts, where like 7 of you listen, is like going away. So they're like, hey, transfer all your stuff to YouTube for podcasts. And I was like, okay, that's a good idea. I'll do that. So I had 60 podcasts get brought over. And then you have to post each one, like click post. Right. So it made sense. Like, I'll just post them all right now. And everything looked good. There's like a couple different ones where there's like a note that said something along the lines of like copyright, but that was just for like a few songs we had. But it said also like, it's okay, it's fine, or whatever else.
Nice.
So I thought everything went well. I posted the story, went to sleep, and then woke up the next morning and it was like, your YouTube account has been deleted. I was like, what did I do? I'm like, is this a scam? And then I started looking. I'm like, no, it's from YouTube. I don't have that account anymore. And what did I do? And I was so frustrated because also I have it connected to my other YouTube account, which I've had for 10, 15 years. Right. And I could not find that account. And I'm like, did they delete all of my accounts? Because I think it literally said you couldn't create like other new accounts. I'm like, does that mean everything's gone? And I was getting very frustrated. It was a very stressful way to start my morning.
Well, you didn't have a peanut butter and jelly.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
But I started looking around. I'm like, okay, luckily my personal account is not deleted, but the podcast account is. So I try to fill out like a form to say, hey, don't do that. And I haven't heard back yet. Because again, like we do eventually want to put stuff on YouTube, but now it stinks because currently I can't have an account called the Until Next Week podcast because that username is currently being taken by the account that was deleted. So I'm kind of frustrated currently. Hopefully I get some sort of resolution. But that was just a really bad start to the day.
Well, you want to know what the good news is?
What is that?
I took business law 1 and 2.
Oh man, we're set.
We're suing YouTube,
which therefore means we're suing Google because Google owns YouTube.
We're suing Google. We're coming for you, Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook.
Well, he's being sued too.
Yeah, we're suing everybody.
We're gonna sue them for a violation of the First Amendment.
Yes,
freedom of speech.
Well, I think it literally just said like spam or scam or something, and I'm like, is this just because I posted all the videos at once when you said to transfer everything over? And I'm like, if that's it, I'm going to be really annoyed because it told me to transfer it all over. Why wouldn't I want to post each episode all at once so it's all there available to listen to? So I'm going with that's probably the case. But if it is something else, I'm like, why? Give me an explanation. I want to know why exactly it got taken down.
Right.
And don't just delete my account. Like, give me a warning and let me fix whatever, and we can live life good again. Like, we can wait until next week to like delete my account. Shout out.
Dang it.
Yeah.
And it's a violation of the 18th Amendment.
Wait. Huh?
That's either women's suffrage or it ended slavery.
I think 13th is slavery.
Okay.
I think 18th is women's suffrage.
All right. Yeah. It's a violation of the 18th Amendment.
I'm going to fact check ourselves right now, but do you want... How about you go... What grinds your gears, Dane? How about that?
Lots of things, really. As Lindsay told you there, she spoiled the surprise for everybody because I don't remember if I told you guys or not. But yeah, Dane's training for a half marathon because no better way to shock the world than by winning a half marathon.
Yeah. We were... 13th is slavery. We were right on that.
Nice.
18th was alcohol.
Oh, it is a violation of the 18th Amendment then.
Wait, no, this is not it.
Yeah, it is.
I think the 9th... I'm going to sound horrible here, but I think it's the 19th is women's suffrage.
Just pull up all the
It
amendments.
is the 19th.
Well, it's a violation of the 1st, the 13th, the 18th, the 19th, and the 2nd Amendment.
And the 21st, because I think that's what repealed prohibition.
Repeal prohibition.
Yeah.
See? Yep. It's a violation of all of them.
Man.
YouTube, Google, Facebook, Elon Musk.
Why him?
Well, because I want a Tesla.
Why? Just, huh?
Actually, you know what, Elon? You're on our side.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah, he
Especially since you're going to become our overlord one day.
Shout out to Elon.
Shout out to him. He's never going to run for an election, but he will become ruler of the world one day.
Speaking of ruling the world and Elon, I think my brother saw one of those Tesla trucks in Springfield the other day.
Ew.
And I was like, okay,
We've made
happening.
It. Springfield's made it.
It's happening.
We've made it. And when you see the Tesla truck with the Until Next Week's podcast logo on the side of it, that's when you know we've made it.
We've been sponsored, or we snuck up behind that truck when they were parked at Walmart and stuck it on the back and hope they didn't notice.
And both are the same, really.
Yeah.
So you'll never know when we've made it big, but there will be signs.
Literally, there'll be signs. They'll be in the windows of cars.
I want to buy a billboard.
That's a horrible investment. I've heard of people doing billboards, and they're like, yeah, I don't think I actually got any extra views or attention or anything for like my YouTube channel or whatever else. So that's a pretty poor investment, I think.
Well, yeah, if you have a billboard, the people are driving, they're not going to then be like,
oh, QR code.
Yeah.
Let's get. Oh, wait, what's that long URL? Let's type that in.
I'm
Okay.
gonna pull over
it
to do this,
changed, and I'm still driving.
Right.
Okay. But then if they're distracted enough, they'll crash, so they'll have time to then look at the billboard.
You know what we should do? We should just start sending spam to people.
That's what got our YouTube taken down.
Never mind.
Get with the program.
So,
Yeah.
half marathon,
Okay.
allegedly.
I think you've talked about this. I know we've discussed it at least. I thought you've brought it up on the podcast.
I don't know if I brought it on the
Talk
podcast.
about it anyway. Go
If
for it.
you're running in that race against me, I'll be seeing you out there. I'll be the one in the black wife beater. That's what I plan on wearing.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good outfit.
A black wife beater with black short shorts. That's what I'm going to wear.
That's such a horrible name for a shirt, but that's literally what it's known by. So
Some people are calling it a wife pleaser now. Not sure if that's better.
I don't know.
So exercising and living healthy is just so dang expensive.
Yeah.
Because I went to go buy a granola bar today that had a lot of protein in it.
Yeah.
$8 for a singular granola bar.
Where are you getting your granola bars?
The Hy-Vee.
You don't have a good granola guy. Hy-Vee, everything's overpriced.
I know that, but I like to shop there because I just want to go where everybody knows my name.
Everything is overpriced. I get so frustrated there. I'm like, normal groceries just do not make sense there.
I want to go
But
where everybody knows
they
your name.
do have Caitlin Clark cutouts.
Ooh, they do. And I know the dietitian there. So
Shout out.
part of why I also go there. She asked me out one time.
How?
Did I tell you that?
Did it? Yeah.
She
No?
said, do you want to go get donuts sometime together? And I said,
You're a fake.
you know what
I
I said?
can't be a dietitian and get donuts.
I said, I don't like donuts. Because I didn't realize that's what she was asking until one of her friends told me that later. And I was like, oh.
You're like, why couldn't you have just said, hey, do you want to go on a date?
I know. It would have been so much easier.
Yeah. So then you could have rejected her properly.
Exactly.
Or accepted properly. I don't know the person. So
No, I probably would have rejected
she's probably
her.
a listener to the pod. So all nice things. Shout out to you.
Shout out to you. Hold on. You have a name.
We don't need to say the names. We do not need to say the names.
All right,
people you reject.
Okay, now we're going to move on to Michael Fuller's grinding his gears.
Yeah, he just texted us this week, and I wasn't going to bring this up on the podcast, but Dane wanted to. So
yeah, we do.
Well, because we've all been on the podcast multiple times together, we have a group chat, and sometimes Michael likes to go on rants. Go figure. You've listened to him. This one was really out of the blue, and I was like, why are you sending this to us? But I guess it's good content. So here's Dane.
Michael hates the medical profession. So
as he's in the medical profession.
Exactly.
Here's what he sent us.
So Michael said, quote, "Nurse practitioners grind my gears. Everyone wants to be a doctor, but no one wants to go to medical school. Everyone thinks they're a gangster until you can't intubate, can't ventilate, OB trauma patient."
I was like, okay, Michael.
I don't know.
Thank you for this.
I don't know what OB means.
Odell Beckham?
No.
Overly broad medical stuff.
I don't know.
OB medical term. I'm looking it up right now. Here we go. OB stands for obstetrics?
Just
or
read
obstetrician, which is a medical term. Obstetricians are doctors who specialize in providing care during pregnancy, labor, and after birth. Oh, I think it's like OBGYN.
So what
that makes sense.
Michael's trying to tell us is that he's pregnant.
Shout out to Michael.
Michael, who's the lucky fella.
That wasn't expecting that. Yeah, jokes. So many jokes. So that's basically our Grinds My Gears stuff for the week. Other stuff obviously grinds our gears, but that is what you need to know about.
Brought to you by Home Depot. Find your drill. Home Depot, if you're listening, which we know you are.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be Find Your Gear? Because we're getting gears, Grinds My Gears. You get the gears from Home Depot.
No,
why drill?
I want them to give me a drill set instead of money.
Hey, shout out Home Depot or Lowe's. Whoever wants to sponsor us first.
Yeah, starting at 27:18 of the podcast, you're now competing against each other.
Yes. Sweet. Fun stuff.
All right.
We have, as you know, we have a lot of different routine segments we like to go through. We haven't done some of them in a while, like I Don't Get It, Haters of the Week, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, Drafts, etc. We need to get back to some drafts. We haven't done those in a while.
We haven't done a draft.
But we decided we'll go a trivia route this week. By we, I mean Dane decided we want to go a trivia route. I'm like, okay, I guess we're both on this podcast, so we can do that. You can do that. But I guess there's some trivia. I don't know what completely inspired this, but it is Taylor Swift trivia.
Exactly.
And I guess because I am the biggest Swiftie, statistically, I'm one of the tallest Swifties out there. I guess that's why Dane wanted to quiz me on these questions.
Well, exactly. So I read through our segments that we potentially have, and I saw Are You Smarter Than the Fifth Grader? And I said, why don't we just do a Taylor's version of that?
Okay.
And then I
guess you should explain this and not me.
Well, and then I was like, or we could just do TST. Taylor Swift trivia.
Oh, okay.
And so these questions will be asked to you, Samuel. There are 10 of them.
Okay.
They will start easy and get progressively harder. And so it'll take me a second because I wrote down just the question numbers.
I just want to say I did do pretty good on the Bible verse or trivia or a Taylor Swift lyric. And I heard someone else, it was again one of those other podcasts I listened to, and I guess they were talking about this Bible study that was going on where they just would read like Taylor Swift lyrics and relate it to the Bible.
Dang it. Like people, if you're listening, that's not a Bible study.
I was like, I don't know if this is completely right.
It's called idolatry.
But I was like, hey, we've already kind of done that on here. So shout out.
So your first question.
Okay. I'm ready.
What is
Travis Kelce?
No.
Final answer.
No. You're very wrong then. What is Taylor Swift's favorite number?
13. Easy.
Bingo.
So easy.
Exactly. I told you they will get progressively harder.
I should try to intentionally get all these wrong and just go off the rails. But
no.
I'll try to keep it accurate.
You need them all.
1 for 1.
Okay. Samuel is 1 for 1. Number 2. What is Taylor Swift's birthday?
December 13th, 1989.
Correct.
I'm flying through these 2 for 2.
He's now 2 for 2. We move on.
Also, for all you trivia addicts out there, listen to these. You might be able to use them one of these days.
That's true. You're going to be sitting one day at probably a local bar and grill, or, as we call it, Italian Applebee's,
yes.
Olive Garden.
Yes.
So,
okay. 2 for 2.
Number 3.
Yes.
What is Taylor Swift's first single?
Is it Dear John?
No.
First single. Okay.
She was country then.
Dear John was country. It was one of her first songs she released, but first single might be different. Is it Our Song?
Mm-mm.
Is it? I want a hint.
It's named after a person.
Am I mixing these up right now? Oh, I'm stupid. I mixed them up. It's Tim McGraw.
It is Tim McGraw.
I don't know which album Dear John's from, and I mix that up thinking, oh, I know it's a person's name. It's Dear John. No, it's Tim McGraw. I'm sorry, everybody. I should have known that, and I got overconfident. I'm 2.5 out of 3.
Yeah, we'll give you 2.5 out of 3.
Yeah. I mean, I got it right. I just mixed it up.
Yeah. That's why you were like, that is country. And I was like, huh?
Yeah. I was overconfident. I should have thought about it a little bit longer. Okay.
So, question number 4.
Okay.
We are now entering the getting harder phase. What type of farm did Taylor Swift grow up on?
Christmas Tree Farm.
Wow, you knew that.
Because she has, I think, literally a Christmas song or album or something called like Christmas Tree Farm.
Wow.
Or something along those lines.
I totally thought you were going to get that one wrong because I was like, Christmas Tree Farm, that's just whack.
Yeah, I probably know more than I should, so.
I get that. But now this one's pretty hard too.
3.5 out of 4.
3.5 out of 4. Question 5. This is for those of you who like to, let's just say, partake in a little alcohol.
Okay, probably won't. I don't know if I'll get this right.
What is Taylor Swift's go-to drink at the bar?
Why would I know this?
You bought her a drink in Reno once.
No, I'm trying to remember what Travis told me a few weeks ago. Is it just like a margarita?
No. It's a clear alcohol.
Water.
And that's not
just
alcohol.
Straight vodka.
Oh.
It's a vodka cranberry. I don't know. I don't know alcoholic drinks.
It's vodka and Diet Coke.
I would have never. Oh, because she has to stick with the sponsors.
Is she a sponsor of Diet Coke?
Coke in general is one of her sponsors. Oh. That's why she couldn't do the Pepsi halftime show. Fun fact.
Really?
And now she's just really big. And even though it's sponsored by Apple, she's like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, she's like, nope.
Okay, 3.5 out of 5. Man, that was a hard question.
That one was just like, you just have to know it.
Yeah.
You can't just kind of make an educated guess.
No.
This one could be an educated guess. What is Taylor Swift's longest song title?
Oh my gosh.
Think of some of the long ones. It's not 22.
I mean, the longest song is that 10-minute version of that one song.
All Too Well.
Yeah, All Too Well. Longest song title. Can I get a hint on what album it is?
I think it's from Red. It's very catchy.
Was it? Oh, it's I Knew You Were Trouble?
Nope.
Dang it.
I don't know if that's not this one, but it's very similar to that.
Can I have another hint?
Actually, no, it is that song. It's just not called that song.
It's not what it's called?
So you want me to tell you?
What is it?
It's called We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together.
Those are, I Knew You Were Trouble When I Walked In. Wait,
Yeah.
I think, I'm getting mixed up. I Knew You. No, that's a song 2. They're both on the same album.
Oh, so they're different songs.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
I was like, wait, I know they're different songs. And those are 2 of my favorite songs on the Red album. But for whatever reason, I think I get them mixed up sometimes.
Well, yeah, they're like the same thing to me.
But I mean, they're both the same album, so usually the same theme, everything else. I'm not doing too hot now. 3.5 out of 6.
3.5 out of 6.
Yeah, okay.
So this is question 7 then. What brand did Taylor previously model for? Think middle school. We were all wearing like different of these brands.
Was it Uggs?
No, it's not a foot brand. It's like a hoodie brand.
It's not Nike, is it?
It's
Probably
no.
Adidas?
No.
Balenciaga?
No. Think more American Eagle vibes.
Was it Aeropostale?
It was not Aeropostale, but very close.
These are such. I'm doing bad. I'm
also
sorry.
starts with an A.
It is Apple.
No, it's Abercrombie.
I wouldn't have got that.
You wouldn't have got that?
No, these are getting like, wait, I thought it was going to be more like relevant questions to her life in general. Now you're getting to some deep stuff.
I told you it's going to get harder. That was question 7 of 10.
I think I'm 3.5 out of 7 now. I'm falling down.
It's okay.
I knew you were in trouble when you started asking these questions.
All right, this one is also progressively harder.
I mean, I'm probably going to get it right then.
How many Taylor Swift songs can you name that have a number in the title?
That's not a question. That's not one.
How is that not a question?
That's not a question that has like a legitimate, like that's not how you ask is like, how many can you name?
All right.
So that's not
fine. Name all of the songs.
Or like how, or it can be like how many songs have that?
Say how many. I can count right here.
Is it one? Okay. So 22. So is it like actually the numbers themselves or is it like a number?
So it's both the number and it's spelled out.
That's annoying because I think 22 might have been the only one.
No, there's 2 with numbers in them, like actual numbers, and then there's 3.
So I think there's 5 total. I think there's 5. Am I right? Is there 5?
There are 5.
Oh,
wow.
I got it. Okay, so 4.5 out of 8.
So it's the 1, 22, 15, the lucky one, and 2 is better than 1.
Is that the other one that actually has the number itself?
No, the 1 is the only one that has a number in it.
Besides 22.
Other than 22, yeah.
Okay, so I'll 3.5 out of 8.
Yeah, that one was really hard and whack and a weird question.
But technically, how you originally asked it, I could have just said, I can name 22, and that would have been right. So,
no.
How you worded it.
Name as many as you can. That's as many as I can.
Where did you go? Did you like look up these? I mean, obviously you didn't look up these questions because they're all marked different numbers. Was it like a Taylor Swift quiz and it's like easiest to hardest, or did you just pick what you thought was easiest to hardest?
So I looked up a quiz of 50 questions of Taylor Swift, and then there's 3 categories: easy, medium, and then hard.
Okay.
And so I did like 3, 3, and 4.
Okay. Dang.
So second to last one.
3.5 out of 8 right now. Let's see if I can get the 5.
You're not going to get these last 2.
You never know. I surprised you early on.
That's true. What song did Taylor cover in 2014 in the BBC Radio 1 Live Lounge?
So it's not one of her songs.
No.
That's annoying.
You want me to give you the artist's name?
Is it by the Beatles?
Nope.
Who's it by?
Vance Joy.
Fun fact, he did open for her, and I did see him open for her in Kansas City back in 2015.
I've never even heard of Vance Joy.
I don't think he's very relevant anymore. He was kind of relevant whenever he opened for her on her tour. So
I get that.
I don't know.
It's called Riptide.
Would not have got that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to get to 5 because I'm currently at 3.5 out of 9.
Yeah, some would call that or this be impossible to get to 5.
Yeah, this is actually no. Final question. This just in is worth 6.5 points.
Wow, that's crazy.
So
if you get this right, you win.
Yeah, I get 10 out of 10. Okay, here we go.
What really cool or bizarre fact did Taylor Swift share in her 73 Questions Vogue video interview?
I feel like there could be a lot there.
I know, but apparently this one was really cool and really bizarre.
Is it something about like something that she can do, or something that, or give me a hint on like what kind of
something with like you have to be born with this.
Does she have double jointed thumbs or
No.
arms, knees? Something double jointed body part.
Double jointed elbows.
I'm close enough. I got 10 out of 10.
Enough.
Let's go. We did it, guys. We did it. Yes,
Wow.
we did it. 10 out of 10. You didn't think it was possible. I beat the odds. So shout out to me, Taylor Swift. If you want to sponsor us again, you know how to get a hold of me.
Yeah, I knew these were going to get super hard, but even like the easy ones were hard. Like, what is the name of the tour Taylor Swift has been planning for
Eras Tour
2020? No, it's Lover Fest.
Oh, yeah, that was stupid because that was the time. So they had the Reputation tour before that. And then whenever she released that album, we're like, we're not going to do normal tour. We're going to have like 3 big festivals, like in New York and like LA. And I was like, what are you doing? There's millions of people who want to listen to you, and you're going to like 2 different spots and going to play like 5 shows, which is not nearly enough. And there's going to be crazy people from all over who are going to fly out to see you for tickets that are going to be literally impossible to get. Even more impossible than the Eras Tour, because now she's doing like 100 different stops all over the world. And that time it was going to be like 5 shows.
5 shows, you better be there.
Yeah, it was a dumb idea. I'm guessing she was probably like kind of burnt out and she didn't really want to go on a giant tour, but then COVID hit. So
And then she's like, let's do it. No,
Yeah.
but the first 5 questions to this question thing were all like, what's her middle name? Where was she born? What's her mom's name? Dad's name? Brother's name?
She was born in Pennsylvania.
She was. West Reading, Pennsylvania.
I don't know what her middle name is.
It's Allison.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that. Taylor Allison Swift.
Taylor Allison Smith.
Yeah. Smith?
I don't know where I got
Taylor
Smith
Allison Smith.
That's
Taylor Swift's real name.
How many album covers feature Taylor Swift's super curly hair?
So that could be kind of a trick. Well, okay, that's a tricky question because is it like counting deluxe editions as well? Is it counting her Taylor's versions?
No.
Because then it would just be what I believe is 3 because Red is when it went straight. Unless you're counting other weird albums, because if you count her first album and then you count her second album and then Speak Now, all those were curly haired.
So you're right and wrong. So it's 3, her debut album, Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
Fearless and Speak Now.
That's what I said, 3 albums.
But you said Red. You said, well, Red.
Well, it didn't. That wasn't part of the question. You said 3. I just mixed it up.
No, you were right.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I said Red is when her hair went straight.
Oh.
That's what I said.
Well, I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
See, that's crazy.
I was trying to point to you because you're shaking the table a lot. And
I like shaking the table.
Yeah. We don't want that to pick up in the mic.
I want the mic to pick it up because I want people to know who we are.
Yeah. We're just lowly boys just trying to figure life out and build our podcast studio.
What's our next thing?
Currently, I was looking at Speak Now album covers. But now also, if you really want to get into it, her Taylor Swift versions also have curly hair. But that wasn't a part of the question, which is why I tried to clarify it.
That's true. That makes sense.
That's always fun. It sounds like you referenced it earlier. I think I just got to say, you know what they say at like the beginning of like a swim meet when you're about to get on the blocks and you're about to like get ready?
You're about to fire a gun.
No. They're like, take your marks.
Yeah.
And this is your time to take your marks with Karl Marx because this is your Dane's manifesto. You like that transition? That's the best I could do.
I love Karl. I mean,
no, don't even say that. Don't even say that. It'll be taken out of context. Maybe this is why we haven't reached 5 million subscribers yet. So
there's a bookstore downtown called Bookmarks, MARX.
That is true.
If you want to sponsor us, we'll keep talking about communism.
Gosh, we got to get off this. We got to find something new to talk about.
Like,
a new theme.
Like Dane's manifesto.
Okay, Dane's manifesto. You've been talking about this for a while. You were supposed to have it last week, but who's counting? Who's
exactly.
checking? But you did say to all the people, you're like, hey, we will talk about it next week.
Yeah. So it is now next week. And I've decided instead of giving you the entire manifesto up front, I'm going to make you listen to this week after week after week to get more daily life principles from Dane.
Shout out, Dane. Okay. Which just means you did not write all of it. And you're like,
yeah,
I'll just do one at a time and say this fancy stuff instead. Yeah.
Well, because I was like, I could write all the things down and then literally by next week I'll be like, wait, I want to add more things to it. Yeah. Or I could just do one at a time.
So your manifesto is a running list.
It's a running list.
Okay.
So if you're out there listening, stop your car.
You are listening.
You are listening.
Because it's not if you're listening right now. If you are listening. You're hearing us right now. So what? Stop your car.
Stop your car.
Okay.
Turn your blinkers on.
Get out your notepad. So you
take
notes.
Get out your notepad and write this down.
Mm-hmm.
So
and then please bow your head, and we're gonna open this with prayer.
No, we're not.
Sorry.
So
with every eye closed and every head bowed, everybody's looking around. I see you over there.
As everybody opens their eyes. But so this is gonna be a mix of serious things and funny things, of things that I find
and
best practices.
You'll have to guess which is which.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you really know? I mean, you do know Dane at this point.
If you're listening to this, you don't know who I am. You know my name, not my story. So
that's beautiful.
So this first one is called "Have a Full Day." So there's a quote from Jim Valvano. He started the Cancer Research Foundation at ESPN. And I've listened to his speech numerous times. And also, when I was in high school, I did a speech over his speech in my public speaking class. And so this quote is in his last speech that he gave whenever he won an ESPY award was, to me, There are 3 things we should all do every day. Number 1 is laugh. You should laugh every day. Number 2 is think. You should spend some time in thought. Number 3 is you should have your emotions move to tears. Could be happiness or joy, but think about it. If you laugh, you think, and you cry, that's a full day. That's a heck of a day. You do that 7 days a week, and you're really going to have something special. And so
your manifesto is just Jim Valvano's speech?
Yeah, next week will just be the next part of that speech. It'll be great.
That's my whole manifesto, just the speech that he gave at the ESPYs.
Well, so in essence, it's one of these things of like, hey, you know what? You could sit down, pipe up another episode of Netflix.
No, of the Until Next Week podcast.
Or
yeah.
You're not going to like where this is going.
Please rate us 5 stars. Oh, no. Okay.
Because I usually slander Netflix.
Okay, slander Netflix then.
So you can pipe up another episode of Netflix, and then you'll quickly forget that episode of Netflix of whatever you're watching.
Unless it's The Office, which isn't on there anymore. I'm sorry. Rip.
So, yeah, you might forget it then. So then, or you can be like, hey, you know what? I haven't talked to so-and-so in a while. I better call them up and just see how it's going. It's the equivalent to being like back in the day when you just stop into somebody's house because you were in the neighborhood. And you're going to remember that conversation a lot longer, and it's going to be making you a lot happier, a lot more fulfilled, a lot more reminiscing than if you were watching this TV show and you're like, yeah, you know, I remember Michael did something, which is funny. And it's funny when you watch The Office with somebody else, but it's kind of like video games. If you're playing it by yourself, like, what's the point? And so doing it with people and reminiscing on things with people is the point. And so if you just think and you laugh and you have your emotions move to tears every day with somebody, man, at the end of your life, you look back and you're just like, frick, man, like that was a full life. That was a full day.
Yeah.
And I understand it's easier said than done as an extrovert myself, but I don't know. I just find myself so much happier whenever I'm out and about with people than whenever I'm just sitting at home and watching another thing on another TikTok of whatever, unless it's the Until Next Week TikTok.
Yeah. And shout out. Coming soon, maybe.
Maybe. And then,
unless they cancel us. And TikTok won't cancel us.
They won't. No. They're owned by China.
Yeah, they like us.
Yeah, we're literally giving them a shout out every week. Communism. But yeah, so that was kind of my manifesto reading of the week.
So are you saying you just want to be with people, sent people?
No, I would never quote that. Whoever came up with that.
No.
that's the well, what's it called at the end of every gathering?
Just the word, the phrase they say as we leave.
They send you off with it. I can't. There's a name for it. But I can't remember what it is. But at the end, benediction.
Yes.
That's the benediction every week. Is be with people that send people from our church. So go hang out with people. Is what they say.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my motto of the week.
Yeah.
My manifesto.
Your first part of your manifesto.
Have a full day, because a full day turns into a full life.
That was really beautiful. Yeah. Use those sound effects.
Okay.
Oh. No.
Nope. That's the one. I want that played every time we go into the manifesto segment.
This is Dane's manifesto. So yeah, just be with people, guys. Okay. Well, that was good. Do you know what also is good? People.
Tacos.
True.
I love tacos.
Also, people sending us voice memos. And I actually had a voice memo. I was going to queue and play. But then, freeze frame something or another. You had a voice memo that got sent to you directly. And I'm like, oh, who sent the voice memo first? And yours did come in first. So we'll save the other one and we'll kind of wait until next week to play it. But in the meantime, we will play this voice memo from the Nathan Larson, correct?
Yeah. Yep, Nathan Larson, Paraguay.
So, here we go. We're going to listen to it right now.
Hey, I noticed on your Instagram story you were asking about or asking for voice memos. And so I was just wondering why, Dane, you chose to go to Italy instead of Paraguay. And what are your thoughts on both countries? And if you do respond to this voice memo in the post or in the podcast, let me know, because otherwise I might not listen to it.
Gosh.
Yeah, you know what, Nathan? We're not going to answer your question now.
Hey, at least he was real about it. It's like, so it sounds like, Nathan, you're a fake fan and that you follow the Instagram, so shout out to you there, but you don't listen to us week after 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 week.
For 62 weeks.
Yeah. because this is episode 61.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. But yeah, episode 61. Thanks for leaving the voice memo. But I feel like this question is not for me. It is for you, Dane.
What? Oh.
So
by the way, he said, "Hey, Dane."
yeah. I think it is for you. Also, he did text it to you.
He did.
So he apparently is not really paying attention to the Instagram, where it's like, "Hey, leave us a voice memo." Hey. But he still did what he kind of needed to do. So we will discuss it right now. So hey, Nathan, this is Dane responding to your voice memo about what country is the best.
Hey, Nathan.
Please say the USA.
Dang it. Nathan's in Paraguay right now on a year-long mission trip. And so last time I FaceTimed him, I had told him that I was thinking about going to either Italy. I was telling him I was going to go to Italy as opposed to Paraguay, and which both fell through. But that's because I ended up just doing like a lot of things. And because like we have K-Life meetings on Monday, Super K's on Monday. We have club on Tuesdays. Well, every other Tuesday.
Can I interrupt you really quick?
Yeah.
You said he's from Paraguay, or that's where he is right now?
That's where he is right now.
Yeah, never has said Paraguay has listened to the podcast.
Wow.
So,
Nathan,
you got some explaining to do.
Explaining.
But, Dane, you can go back into it. But I was like, I'll just do a quick little fact check and see. Maybe you do show up as USA still, but I don't think so. No. I think it shows up you being in Paraguay.
Yeah.
And according to this, Paraguay has not listened to the podcast yet. So please tell everybody you're around, the gospel first and then the podcast second.
Yeah, that's literally how we do it.
Okay, I'll go back into your flow.
And then youth ministry on Wednesdays for our church. And then nothing on Thursday and Fridays. And then Saturdays we record the podcast and I do all my other things that I need to do. And then Sundays, go to church and then teach like co, then like lead our own small group.
Yeah.
So just full week. And then I was like, man, on top of that, I have cancer. On top of that, I work 40 hours a week. On top of that, I'm training for a half marathon. And so it's a good time.
It really is.
So within that, I was like, man, I really don't know where this whole cancer thing's going on. I hate to kind of fundraise for this, Paraguay or Italy trip, and then end up not going, and then being like, hey, people, I wanted to go, but I ended up having surgery, so I couldn't go, or whatever it might be. And then, I'm also fundraising. Yeah, I forgot about that, for potentially a job.
Yeah.
And so we're working on all of that. And I was like, man, that's just a lot. I don't know if I can do that. And it's already a lot of fundraising anyway. So I ended up not wanting to go on either of those. But I did originally choose Italy because at the end of the day, I was like, I could go to Paraguay or I could go to Italy. And I was like, I really don't have a lot of Spanish skills down. And from what I've what I've been told by other people is that a lot of people in Italy do speak English. And I was like, okay, well, then maybe Italy is a better idea. On top of like enjoying kind of your mission trip too, is like, maybe a little bit something to be said. Not saying I would enjoy Italy over Paraguay, but just whenever I think about things, I was like, our Paraguay mission trip is more established, or not Paraguay, our Italy mission trip is more established, and we have a more established church over there. It would be easier communication. And so I'm just like, well, that seems like the one that maybe I would be able to go on. On top of, Nathan, you're already there year-long in Paraguay, along with a gal named Kate Wetzel, who are kind of doing the heavy liftings down there. And really awesome, like, what they're doing. And recently, our two year-long overseas people in Italy came back, Toby and Trey Vile. So I was like, yeah, maybe Italy. And honestly, I hadn't put a ton of thought into it whenever I was like, yeah, maybe I want to go, maybe I don't. And then the door kind of got closed pretty quick. So that's your answer, Nathan.
See?
Oh, you mean like yes?
Yes.
Dang it. I took Spanish in high school, but I can only ask, like, give me a hamburger or where's the bathroom.
Las hamburguesas.
Yeah. Me gusta las hamburguesas.
¿Por qué?
No.
We're not going down this route. Okay.
No.
Me gusta las papas fritas.
You don't like French fries. I've seen you.
¿Por qué?
Me gusta.
We'll stop. Okay, so thank you, Nathan, for the voice memo. I'm excited to see Paraguay now being a listener of the podcast, even though it is from you, future you. So listen to the pod. Dane, tell him to listen to the pod. Tell him to listen to the whole thing and don't tell him where we talked about it on the pod, so that way we get that retention rate up.
If you don't, we're going to have you arrested.
See. Next, we have some Spotify Q&A responses. I think some of your favorite parts of the week, because some of y'all are very active on our Spotify Q&As, so thank you for that. You always like to jump in. Occasionally we have nice little, what's the word? Just not random people, but people that don't respond every week.
Oh, so, randos.
They're not randos, though, because they listen to the podcast, but they just don't always respond to the questions, which they might not have answers all the time.
Oh, but, casual fan.
No. My word. So the question I asked this week is, where is the worst place to propose? Because we talked about like proposing, I think at like Waffle House, Taco Bell, etc.
Yummy.
And we got a few different responses for that. I ended up posting. One of them was from someone we mentioned earlier. Yes, Joshua Schmidt. Shout out again. You know, this is how you get your shout outs.
Big
by
goat.
Just posting on here all the time.
Low key.
He put the appliance store. That would imply the couple is already living together, and that's just bad theology.
Sinners.
Our resident theologian.
It's just to save money, I promise.
We just like going to the appliance store, okay?
Yeah.
It's cool.
We both happen to need only one microwave.
Yeah, we share.
Or blender.
Yeah. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Whatever floats your pineapple.
Next one from Angela Birdwell. She said, no worse place. Any day with a proposal beats a regular day.
It kind of does.
Even at an appliance store, according to Angela.
I've never been proposed to, so.
Shout out you.
One time I asked a girl I made it official like we were dating by getting down on one knee with a ring pop and said, can I holla at you indefinitely?
Oh my gosh, how did that not last?
She said yes.
But then she finished the ring pop. It's like, it's gone.
Yeah, and so is our relationship.
We're done. Next one from my pal, Nathan. He responded with prison.
Ooh.
But that is not always the case. Because if you remember from our local celebrity who got out of prison recently.
Brad Pitt.
No.
Albert Pujols.
No, I'm mainly asking you because I forgot her name.
Oh, I was being dumb.
No, do you remember who?
I remember her being in the news.
Yeah, it is.
She has a name.
What is her name?
I don't know.
It already shows how her relevance has dropped off.
Well, I never even followed the story, so I didn't really keep up with it. But
I'm looking
some or another. But I think other celebrities that have been from Springfield are Brad Pitt's sister. I met an astronaut once. Bird Box.
I found the name.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for stalling for me. Gypsy Rose.
That's it.
So she, I think, did get engaged in prison because she was married once she left prison, and she was in prison for like 10 years. So it worked for her. And it worked for her.
Isn't that love?
It is. And then the final response, Allie Hoopy, shout out.
Goat.
She put, my friend and I just talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Some horrible places would be a landfill, your workplace, a
facts.
Funeral, hospital, McDonald's, Walmart. I could go on. Honestly, those could all be the same place.
Hey, the Mac Shack is very romantic.
Okay, but let's think about this though. It could be your workplace because McDonald's are basically in landfills, and if you work there, that's your workplace. So that's 3 of them, and sometimes McDonald's are inside Walmarts, and there's only a hospital and funeral, and I mean Walmarts are pretty big. They might have both of those also in the mix.
They could be right next to a hospital because of how unhealthy.
Real question for you though,
is.
Allie. If you got proposed to at any of those spots, would you say yes or no?
We're waiting.
So those are our responses on the where is the worst place to propose. Make sure you're responding to our questions we throw out there each week. Sometimes they're relevant, sometimes they're not. But the other question that's just like a yes or no question was, will you steal your friend's phone to rate us 5 stars?
Ooh.
3 of you, don't want to say it like that.
Stealing is fun.
Not a lot of responses, but 60% of the people said yes.
How is it 60 if there's 3?
The other people, which is the other 2, only 5 people responded. Okay, we're behind a lie.
Nice.
They responded most definitely. So it means we should be seeing 5 new 5-star ratings coming soon.
Has to be.
And that's assuming you only do it with one of your friends. So we are waiting for more of those. Like come on. We're waiting. Let's go.
And here's something that must be said.
Please say it.
Is that I was told by my workplace that I'm too young to be getting married. I'm 27 years old almost.
Your workplace is all over the place.
They're unbelievable. It's my boss. And she also told me that you can tell if a marriage is going to last if they're a good kisser. I said,
bet.
Person, I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Well, they have no lips.
And she told me this because she's divorced and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah. So the reason you guys got divorced is because he's a bad kisser. I was like, that's just not true.
That's not great.
Yeah.
There.
So I quit taking advice from her.
Yeah, it's probably good.
Yeah.
We did have a new Apple podcast review.
I wonder who this could be from.
It's from someone we have called out in the past.
One of our haters?
And I mean, I think you've called her a hater. I have called her partner in the pool tables as of last year. It is from the M. Barron 43, otherwise known as, I believe this is Maddie Barron.
I think she chose 43 for Troy Polamalu. I'm going to ask her that.
Steelers fan?
She's a big Steelers fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
The title of her review is Feeling Awfully Called Out. And here it is. I've never left an online review for anything before, but after listening to episode 58, it feels like I'm being forced into it. So much for keeping a low profile online. I've never heard my name called out this many times, and my legitimacy as a fan of the pod is in question unless I do this. So here we go. First off, I think this is a good podcast. The consistent segments each week and funny runners make it fun. Funny runners. First, the consistent segments each week and funny runners make it fun to listen to. Do you know what that means?
Funny runners? I don't know. It's probably a Pittsburgh thing.
Could have been typos. Who knows? But we're not calling you out. Makes it fun to listen to. And here in a recap of the events I'm already attending from Dane or Samuel's perspective is always entertaining. I would like to clarify, I was Samuel's billiards partner last year, and I might have to bleep this out. She said, and we sucked. Kind of feel
Maddie, watch your mouth.
Kind of feel like he was just hustling everyone so he could win this year. Hey, you figured it out. Next, I'd like to address the podcast's greatest downfall, the lack of funny female representation. Okay. While I understand this idea is nearly an oxymoron, Kara and I have offered our services many times, and you still refuse our presence, even though you now have the resources to accommodate multiple guests. If Michael Fuller can be featured every time he breathes near Springfield, and you still have listeners, I think you can give us a chance and broaden your listening demographic. Finally, boo Cowboys, Steelers for life.
That whole message was awfully hostile.
It was kind of hard to read. It was kind of small writing on my screen, but
yeah, reading.
I don't think I've called you out. I think it's mainly Dane. Also, I know you have mentioned in the past about offering your services, and again, we did not have the capabilities to accommodate that, and we do technically have that now.
We still need 2 microphones.
But the ball's in his court.
Who?
Michael's. If you're allowed to be on the... I'm just kidding. It's not up to him.
Was that a testicular cancer joke?
That makes no sense.
You said ball.
Oh gosh. Okay, this is going downhill really fast. I think we'll try to make it happen sometime eventually.
Hey, I'm a big supporter of women everywhere. And I think
out.
I think they should be on the podcast because I think we got a few things we need to get off our chest, like the fact that her friend Kara told me that all Maddie does is scroll Facebook Reels all day long.
But she also listens to the podcast while doing that. I know she is one of the few, I don't know how many people for sure, but I know she has listened to every episode.
Yeah,
last I checked.
So you told me you're going to give a plaque to everybody who's listened to every episode.
We ran out of money.
Unless
we get
we stop paying our taxes.
Oh my!
There it is.
There we go. Back to
that one.
Stop.
I still don't know which ones do which.
I know you always just kind of pick randomly, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you know, Maddie, thank you for leaving us the review. Yeah. You and Kara can be on the podcast sometime in the future.
You'll be hearing from my lawyers.
I honestly don't know what would even happen on there. But
I'm the lawyer.
It is possible now, so we'll see. We'll wait until next week to discuss it.
Our
further.
people will get with your people.
Yeah, you know,
both of which are me.
Yeah, Dane. Yeah. Okay, so that was our 5-star review of the week. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned that. It was a 5-star review. So
big ups.
Shout out to you. If you also want to be mentioned on the podcast, leave us other 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts, and we will read them off. But yeah, we got some sponsors of the week. Jesus. He's still here.
Big ups,
number
Jesus.
Number one sponsor of the week, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I did not slur my words that time, so shout out to me. But mainly, shout out to Jesus. We do have some more verses of the week because Dane, our resident scholar, I was going to say politician, theologian.
Well,
also politician. He can do both.
That's true.
Man of many talents. So what are your verses of the week, Dane?
I will bring change to the Springfield. That's
yes.
That's my politician voice.
Okay.
Marty Huggins.
It sounds the same as your normal voice, but that's you're authentic with the crowd.
I don't like my voice.
Okay. Is that okay? Yeah.
So Hebrews 9. Hebrews 9, 11 through 14 and verse 22. It says, "But when Christ appeared as a high priest of the good things that have come, then through the greater and more perfect tent, not made with the hands, that is, not of this creation, he entered once for all into the holy places, not by the means of blood of goats and calves, but by the means of his own blood, thus securing an eternal redemption. For if the blood of goats and bulls and the sprinkling of defiled persons with ashes of a heifer sanctified for the purification of the flesh, how much more will the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without blemish to God, purify our conscience from the dead works to serve the living God?" And then down to verse 22. "Indeed, under the law, almost everything is purified with blood, and without the shedding of blood, there is no forgiveness for sins." So, in the Old Testament, the way you atone for your sins is by sacrificing a spotless lamb or a goat or something like that, and then you burn it. And I can't remember who it was. Somebody almost sacrificed their son because God asked them to one time. And it was like, yeah, that's the point, is you had to atone for your sins. And then Jesus came to be the perfect atonement for our sins. And whenever he went and died on the cross and his blood was shed on our behalf. But then also within that, those verses right there, it speaks to that goats and that lambs could not purify us now from this, because Jesus, who is the perfect, sinless man of all time, like came and did that on the cross. And so nothing that we can do to earn the forgiveness of our sins is only through the blood of Jesus Christ. And so your idols and your good works are but what is it called? But ashes to him, where it's not worth anything. It's like, hey, I read my Bible 16 times this month. Cool. Like, that doesn't mean you're going to be getting like a better house in heaven or something like that. It's all through Jesus' death, burial, and resurrection as payment for our sins that we may be forgiven. And by trusting in that, that's how you get to heaven. So I read that this week and I was like, there's the gospel. That's fire. Put it in here.
Nice. Speaking of fire, it was Abraham who almost sacrificed his son.
That's it.
Yeah,
his son Isaac.
I had to look it up just to make sure. I didn't want to spread any false, fake news.
Exactly. But I that's what I'm most fearful of, potentially getting into a full-time ministry.
Just saying something wrong. You're like,
I don't want to teach something false. Because I read something the wrong way, or I misremembered something, and I'm just like, or I'm just like, I know this happened somewhere, but I can't remember who or when and where.
Jonah walked on water.
Exactly, Jonah. No. That's Peter.
I knew it started with a J.
It was Peter.
Also Jesus.
Yeah.
Number 2, sponsor of the week, Jake Trustin Art.
Wow.
Who has he's gone downhill since being married.
Wow.
Have you seen his house lately?
Yeah, I was there last Sunday night.
It's so clean. It does not have that same authentic bachelor style
that I
came to know and love.
Doesn't have that man smell of sweaty,
it's like
dirty.
Clean. It has art up. Like the Xbox is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, never even heard of her.
Man,
he still sold my TV. I'm convinced he gave my TV away.
Was that actually your TV?
It was a different TV, but so once upon a time when we were moving in there, I was like, oh, we have a living room TV. I'm not going to put one in my room, not enough room, blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, I'll just leave it in the garage. And then when it came time to move out, Jake was on his honeymoon, and I go to the garage like, hey, I should probably be finding some of these things so I can move them into this new house. It'll be great. And I go through the garage, not in there. I go to our other roommate, Lane Rogers. Hey, Lane, have you seen my TV? I know this one's yours in the living room. Like, have you seen mine? No. Well, did you get rid of my TV? No. And I was like, okay. I asked Daniel. Daniel's like, no. I was like,
Daniel sold it.
Yeah, he had to have it. So then I remember Jake said he gave his parents a TV that was, quote, his. And I was like, pretty sure you gave away my TV.
I could have got confused there.
Yeah.
Why don't you just like leave the TV in your room?
Because me and Daniel were sharing a room.
Yeah.
And so didn't have anywhere to put a TV.
Okay.
So I was like, man, it's already cramped enough in here. And
you're like, I'll just keep it in the garage. Nope. Sold.
Well, it wasn't sold. It was given away.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly. Also, Jake, if you're listening to this, I don't care. I ended up getting a way better TV from Lindsay Reed for a pretty good price. So
nice. Well,
and bigger too.
Still shout out to you, Jake, Trust, and Art.
Yeah.
We would not be here without you.
We would not have gotten
because
off the ground
you kicked us out, and that's why we're in this new studio. That's why we're here.
Yeah. There's noticeably less Mountain Dew here.
Yeah.
And I noticeably don't live here.
It makes it a lot harder for you because now you live right behind where we record this.
Now it's a 5-minute walk.
And I pick you up, so it takes 2 minutes to get here, max.
And
really convenient for you.
Samuel is stealing my health from me by picking me up.
Yeah. You don't need to walk.
Yeah.
Number 3, sponsor of the week, Mac McClung.
Who is Mac McClung?
We talked about him about exactly 1 year ago, give or take, because he is the non-NBA player who keeps winning the NBA dunk contest.
That's all he does.
He's got major ups.
Sure does.
He's the people's champ. He won back-to-back years. He's not really that tall of a guy, but he's got some major hops. He does crazy dunks of all kinds, and he jumped over Shaq for a dunk.
For reference, Shaq is 7'1".
Yeah, it was crazy. And like Shaq didn't even have to bend over that much. And like there's other people jumping over like short people during the dunk contest. And it's like, okay, bet I'll jump over Shaq. And like one person I think jumped over Shaq earlier in the contest, but he like kind of knocked Shaq over a little bit.
Oh boy.
Like he started like falling forward, but Mac just like completely cleared him. And I think the other guy also tried to use his hand to like put on his shoulder.
But
again, this guy he just jumped over him. I'm like, what are you doing?
I can jump over a toddler.
Can you though?
Well, it depends on the toddler.
There's some big toddlers out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did some crazy dunks. He'll most likely come back next year because this is where he makes most of his money, I think. Because I think they might get like $1 million, maybe.
Yeah,
for
win
winning
the
dunk contest. Yeah. And he's not in the NBA. Even though he played some games last year, he's like in their minor league system, like the G League.
Yeah, the G League.
So he doesn't make a ton off that, but I think he's made a lot of money off of just like
winning the dunk contest.
Well, dunk contest, and then also getting so many followers on Instagram. I think he has over 1 million, and that's mainly because he does really cool dunks. So then he gets sponsorships, and I think he's doing okay.
He's making it profitable by just winning the dunk contest.
So Mac, if you want to be another sponsor of the pod, you know how to get.
You know where our DMs are.
Yeah. So please sponsor us.
My question for
We'll let you be on the episode before Kara and Maddie.
Dang it. Unless they can dunk.
Send us a video of you guys dunking.
Gauntlet throw down.
You got to jump over each other. Because Shaq's probably not going to be in Springfield anytime soon.
I don't know. I've seen both of them play sports.
Mm-hmm.
A little rough.
They're going to leave us another review.
No, they're good. Yeah. They're very athletic.
I think we're going to kind of close up the episode for the week because we're getting a little long like usual. But
long in the tooth? Like your tooth?
What?
Because your tooth got longer with the cap on it?
They like drilled it down.
You don't know that.
It's not. Yeah, I do.
You weren't awake
because they don't knock you out. They just numb it.
Sorry, I don't subscribe to a dentist, Samuel.
Okay. We have a new sponsor in the works. It will be coming soon.
A new sponsor.
A new sponsor. That's actually like not to say our other sponsors aren't legitimate, but like an actual legitimate sponsor is officially very much in the works.
And then another new sponsor.
Yeah.
Potentially, maybe.
And I'm going blank on who it is, and you can tell me afterwards.
Video editing.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So maybe 2 actually in the works. And you'll probably hear about it more in these upcoming weeks. But we're getting there slowly, but it is mostly official at this point.
Yeah, if I learned how to read, it would already be done.
Yes. Me as well. So that's my main final thought. Dane, what are your final thoughts?
Back to the real things.
Okay.
So the song Low. It said the boots with the fur.
And the whole club was looking at her. Yes.
Did she really have boots on the fur, or was the fur around her? As in,
you said the boots with the fur.
With the fur.
Yeah, the boots with the fur.
You're wearing boots with the fur.
No, the fur's on the boots. The boots with the fur.
I don't know.
Are you with the fur? So is this a boots?
So I saw I think it was an Instagram thing. It was a meme page, and lots of people liked it. And it was a picture of Reba, and she had boots on with like the fur coat. Yeah, boots with the fur. And so people were commenting.
I want fur on the boots.
I also want fur on the boots.
Yeah.
But people were commenting and said, this is the first time I've ever thought about the fur being separate from the boots. Because you wear boots with something, maybe.
No,
so,
it's fur on the boots.
Well, that's what
we're going to change the song.
I want this to be our Spotify question of the week.
What?
I want this to be our Spotify question of the week.
Do boots really have fur?
Was the song Low referring to boots with fur on them, or was somebody wearing fur?
Oh, so boots with fur or boots
with fur.
Wearing other fur.
With a fur.
Okay, I'll try to remember to put this in the questions.
Or don't.
It'll probably be in there because this is one of the last things we discussed, and memory works very well when it's short.
I like short.
Yeah, shout out.
Too short.
Okay, some closing thoughts. Friday Pickleball. You know you want pickleball paddles. You know you want 2 of them for $98, and you know you want to use my promo code Samuel14434 for Friday Pickleball. Do it.
Samuel will give you $97.
They are amazing. No, I won't.
Oh.
But yes, buy 2 paddles. Use my code. It'll be awesome for me, awesome for you. You get a slight discount. I get some kickback as well. It's a good life. And the link is also in the bio if you don't want to just search for it yourself and type in my code.
I know the prompt.
Yeah?
It should be, how should Dane prank his coworkers back?
Okay. Steal their phones and make them donate to you monthly for your ministry support?
With their credit cards.
Yes. That's a good transition. And then if they try to cancel, like, oh, okay, you just don't want to support me. Okay, I get it. It's like, we're your coworkers and this is supporting you for another job.
Allegedly.
Oh, I did not think about that.
Allegedly.
Okay. But if you're not one of his coworkers and you also want to support Dane, use the link in the bio. Support Dane for his ministry support. Again, if you do this, please let him know or myself know via Instagram DM, so that way they can keep track.
Yeah, we gotta track it.
The money, and that would be super cool.
Allegedly,
it would be cool. It's not allegedly cool.
Yeah,
it would
allegedly.
Be cool. You're just.
I liked the color green, so I wanted to press that one.
Okay, that makes sense. Also, just keep telling your friends if you enjoy this podcast. We mentioned it earlier. We'll continue to mention it. That's the best way to grow the podcast. If we ever bring you any sort of joy or smile, please share that joy or smile with someone else. That would be so awesome.
Yeah.
Also, like I mentioned earlier, leave 5 stars on Apple or Spotify. Leave us voice memos. Follow us on our Instagram. And then eventually our YouTube, if YouTube ever decides to give it back to us and not cancel us.
Please remonetize us.
Yeah. And then also, we always mention it. Keep Dane in your prayers. Yeah, he's still going through stuff.
Had a scan last week. Find out the results this upcoming Thursday. We'll see if surgery is on the horizon or another 8 weeks is on the horizon. It needs to be another 8 weeks so I can run this race.
We'll just have to wait until next week to figure that out.
Literally.
Oh, shout out to us. But yeah, thank you for listening again. This has been episode 61 of the Until Next Week podcast.
I love you.